There is something taking place at the moment that no one is talking about, and the reason why is because this is not being reported in the news. The focus of the news has been a false narrative about a genocide in Gaza.
But in Gaza.
For Gaza.
Meanwhile, there is a real genocide taking place on a very large scale, and the target are Christians. Of course, this isn't going to be reported in the media because it doesn't fit their narrative. I'm going to tell you what's happening, and then later on I'm going to play you a clip of Bill Maher, who's actually a left-wing media personality, calling out the hypocrisy over this. There is currently a Christian genocide taking place in Nigeria, and just this year alone, over 7,000 Christians have been murdered. That's about 35 Christians every single day. Since 2009, 125,000 Christians have been killed in Nigeria. 19,100 churches have been destroyed. 10,000 schools have been destroyed that are teaching Christian theology to kids. And who is targeting these Christian communities?
Many of these guys that are jihadists, one of the leaders being Boko Haram since 2009, later splintering into ISIS West Africa province, the ISWAP and Ansaru, conducting mass killing, forcing conversions, and abductions. And you're seeing this in the news. I'm going to put a picture here for you to see on what's going on. This is what they look like. They're just going around targeting Christians, burning homes, seizing land, destroying harvest, sexual violence. And the way they're going about doing it is they're going at night when you're asleep, night assaults on villages, church seizures and burnings, mass kidnapping, land grab, creating no-go zones for Christian natives.
Now let's have a look at the response. Let's have a look at what a Nigerian Christian man has to say, and have a look at how these Nigerian Christians are still going to church and worshipping God in the face of this horrific persecution.
My family members, they died in this house, 11, and some died in the other store. Here, and up, my house is up here. That place also is burned. And the store where I pack my goods, I store my goods everywhere as burned. They burned my clothes, they burned everything, they burned our food, all my family members, what we kept out with
Now, this is something that is incredibly convicting. This should convict us as Christians. This should stir us up when we see the faith of these Nigerian Christians, despite the persecution they face, despite the murders, the genocide, all of the terrible things that are happening to them. They are still practicing their faith. They are still going to church. They are still worshipping God. And it can lead us to ask the question, what are we prepared to stand up for? How much are we prepared to lose for Christ? It also makes me think about some of the things that are taking place today. We see the mass protests over this false narrative about a genocide in Gaza. Yet I wonder if these people were presented with the facts of what's taking place in Nigeria, how would they react? I bet they would actually react very differently to the way they're reacting to Gaza, because this persecution doesn't fit their narrative. It involves Christians. Now, let's have a look at what Bill Maher has to say about this, and it is a refreshing perspective given that he's not a Christian, he's not even a conservative, he's actually a liberal, but he says it as it is.
I mean, the fact that this issue has not gotten on people's radar.
Right, no one's talking about it.
It's pretty amazing. If you don't know what's going on in Nigeria, your media sources suck. You are in a bubble. And again, I'm not a Christian, but they are systematically killing the Christians in Nigeria. They've killed over 100,000 since 2009. They've burned 18,000 churches. This is so much more. These are their Islamists, Boko Haram. This is so much more of a genocide attempt than what is going on in Gaza. They are literally attempting to wipe out the Christian population of an entire country. Where are the kids protesting this?
Thank you. No one will talk about it, so thank you.
Absolutely.
So what does this all mean for us? I think first of all, what it can do is convict us to make a stand for Christ wherever we are. We might not face the level of persecution they are. So we should be prepared to count the cost that might come our way for standing up for Christ. And I think what it can also do is it can give us a conviction to want to bring more awareness to what's actually taking place here. We can be more mindful of what our brothers and sisters around the world are suffering. We can be united in their suffering, even in some small way. We can be praying for them. We can be donating to that country and these communities, Christians that are being affected there. And what we can also do is next time we see people that are bringing up these left-wing talking points and narratives, we can challenge those and we can present the case of the facts of what's taking place over there in Nigeria and see how they respond to that, and challenge them about the selective outrage that they feel about certain things, but not other things. So a very sobering video, but I pray that it's blessed you. I would love to get your thoughts. Leave your comments below and I'll talk to you soon. God bless you, friends.